you've never been pregnant and you just aren't ready yet, or you already know that you're never planning to have kids, it can feel like certain contraceptives are off limits, but actually it's not true. There's a common myth that IUDs are only for people who've already given birth. So can you get an IUD if you've never been pregnant, if you've never given birth? The short answer is yes. Here's what you need to know. Now, there are different types of IUDs, of coils, and they can give somewhere between 5 and 10 years of excellent, reliable, reversible contraception that can actually be as effective as being sterilized. Firstly, you've got the hormonal IUDs. These include Mirena or Kylena, and they can be great because they can make your periods lighter and less painful, or even stop them altogether. And they can last between 5 and 7 years, depending on which one's been inserted, before they need to be changed. The other option is to have a copper IUD like Paragard, and these are hormone-free and they can last up to 10 years before they need to be changed. But it's important that some people find they make their periods heavier, or they may not improve your periods at all. But they're a great hormone-free option. So if you've not been pregnant before and you want to have an IUD, what do you need to know? Well, firstly, yes, the insertion can be more uncomfortable or more painful because your cervix hasn't been stretched before, it hasn't been opened up. So make sure that you discuss pain relief with the person who's going to be inserting the coil for you. It might be a nurse or a doctor. There are different options for pain relief depending on what you wish to have and what can be available there, but it can even be inserted under general anaesthetic. Sometimes we do that if someone's having another procedure. For example, they're having a laparoscopy because they have endometriosis. Even if they've never had kids before, we can pop a coil in at the same time of doing that procedure. But even if you're not having another procedure and you want to have your coil inserted under general anaesthetic, that might be an option for you. But either way, discuss your options where you are. There are also smaller IUD options available like the Kylena, which can sometimes be a better fit for someone who hasn't been pregnant before. And then I do recommend that you should take some pain relief before you go for your insertion. So just oral painkillers like ibuprofen or paracetamol can be enough, can help you, but some people need more than that. Everyone is so variable how they find the experience of insertion, but I still recommend it can be a good option even if you haven't had kids. So if you know you want some long-term contraception, an IUD is one of the best options, especially if you're planning to be child-free by choice for a long time, because you just don't have to think about it every day and it's got less risks than having a sterilization, for example. So would you consider one? Let me know in the comments.